Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Boruto anime review. This one's going to be for episode 118, which is called Something That Steals Memories. And this was an okay episode. I think it just played that role within this arc that this kind of had to be part of the story, but it itself was probably the least exciting part of the story in that it was just getting Boruto and Konohamaru sort of off the trail for a little bit, with Boruto getting his memories taken and then getting them back, and then Konohamaru being put under house arrest and getting the complaint filed against him. And that allowed Kankitsu to obviously move his plan along a little bit more, move everything up, and it's just that's putting the pieces into position episode before the big one. In that sense, there was very little to this one in terms of like character arc, character development, plot development, really to talk about. It was the one that like fully revealed to us, I suppose, like, okay, Kankitsu is the one taking people's memories away. He has direct control over that ability and is using it and plotting with it to get to this wedding ritual, and he's trying to destroy Remon's hair clip that protects her memories. And that is obviously, I suppose, ultimately going to be some sort of a thing about fully releasing Soma. Obviously, that was the whole plot that's going on here. And I think the idea is that if this ritual takes place without the hair clip involved, Soma will be fully released and back into the world. And I think that's where they're going with Konohamaru when he was under house arrest, looking for some sort of a jutsu. I think it's some sort of a sealing jutsu. The setup would almost lean you towards thinking it's the Reaper Death Seal, but I don't think it's going to be the Reaper Death Seal because, of course, Konohamaru's not going to kill himself just for this filler arc, basically. As much as I like this arc, that's not going to happen. So I assume it is going to be some different sealing jutsu that might work specifically on these sort of ghost kind of like beings, demon-like beings. So that's some sort of thing that could be interesting, depending on what exactly they're talking about there. A jutsu that affects those kind of spirit-like beings. But like a lot of this episode was like Boruto gets his memories taken. He's the one who, I suppose, discovers this. We see the hair clip directly blocking the like attack that takes memories away, but he does eventually get hit by it, and eventually it is just him through remembering the day out with Ramon, everything coming back together. And the visual of like the kind of cracked mirror type thing, the glass cracking, and then it gradually sort of healing as the picture becomes more clear as he gets the memories back through. Oh, here's the spicy burger, the sour burger, sorry, that they ate together, and he remembers that. The hair clip, the cheap hair clip that Konohamaru got her, is another one of the things that gets it through. And then as he remembers those little bits, it just accelerates and accelerates until at the very end, he remembers everything, and Boruto's back on track. He meets up with Konohamaru, and they're off in the next episode, which I believe is the final episode of the arc. So I'm glad about that it doesn't seem to be continuing for a massive amount of time. It seems like they are setting up a big Konohamaru episode, with the title being Konohamaru's Ninja Way. And the whole, it links into what he said before, my ninja way is my girlfriend type thing, and here's an episode where it's a girl that he likes. I do wonder what they'll do with Ramon at the end. I'd be fairly happy if they just kind of kept her in the series and she and Konohamaru were in a relationship. I think that would be a nice thing to come out of this episode for Konohamaru to have, and because actually I think Ramon is a pretty well done kind of more minor character that's been introduced. So just a character in a relationship would be a cool thing to have. I'm not sure how much they're going to commit to that or not, but at least it sets up next week is going to be a pretty exciting episode, because we're going to get that wedding ritual. We're going to get Boruto and Konohamaru arriving on the scene. Konohamaru has some sort of a secret jutsu, seal type thing that he knows about. How exactly is it all going to play out? The only thing at the end of the episode was that he's placed under house arrest, and Boruto's just allowed to walk in. Konohamaru seemingly just allowed to do whatever he wants. So I'm wondering, has someone tracked them? Like, is there no one watching that Konohamaru stays under house arrest? But we have to wait and see. The scene with Shikamaru and Naruto and Konohamaru almost like hinted that they know something more is up. So maybe they are watching him. I doubt they'll arrive on the scene. It probably will be. He'll have to explain it to everyone when he gets back, and it will be, fine with whatever he did. But yeah, I do wonder what way they'll resolve it. I hope they don't go down the road of just Remon is just gone as a character after this episode. I can't really see them killing her off, but I hope they don't do some sort of a thing where like there's like some permanent memory thing where she just permanently forgets Konohamaru and has to go away. That would be, I think, very weak considering the development that they have done. So that's probably my biggest thing in terms of what I want from the next episode, is just for this arc to have meant something, for them to set up a romance for Konohamaru and for it to just be a continuous thing. I am, because like a lot of people are kind of dismissing this arc completely as just filler. But if they keep that around, then this arc actually still has meaning. So that's what I want out of the next episode. But this one was just fine. I don't think there's a lot to really complain about because it was kind of well put together for what it was. It's just that what it was not really anything impressive. Like, we didn't really get much of a fight scene. It was the part of the story that wasn't the most interesting, and it just played out as you'd expect. So yeah, solid episode, but that's all I really have to say about it. In the comments, let me know what your thoughts were on Boruto episode 118. But that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.